Good evening. Welcome to Corona Prayers Southern Rydale. Evening prayers on Monday the 11th of May. We've just started our 8th week of lockdown. My name is Hendrik Klaver. I'm a 20s to 40s minister based in Malton. And for this evening prayer, I'm using the words from BeatLiturgist. This time is really a time for you, whether you consider yourself religious or not. I really hope this time will help you to feel more connected with yourself, with other spiritual seekers who are online with you at the same time or who might be watching this later, and with God as we take some time to become silent, reflect, meditate and pray. We'll be praying for the prayer requests we have received through coronaprayers.org.uk. We've only just recently started and are starting to tell people about where we are and what we do and how people can find us. But we've already received some. And I also love to hear from you during the live stream. You can do this by commenting on the YouTube live stream. But let's first just take a moment to become silent. And let's just reflect on the day we've had. Don't know how your day has been. It's been good, it's been troubling, lacking, painful. Let's just take some time to reflect and offer ourselves and our day to God. Creator God, I hold before you the day now past, the good parts, the boring parts, and the times that hurt. I also hold before you everything that was good, the laughter, the joy, everything that mattered or made a difference. Help me to see and be grateful for all that is good. I hold before you the thoughts that trouble me, thoughts of worry, loneliness, and fear. I hold before you the lacks I have experienced, lack of companionship, lack of hope, lack of energy. I hold before you the pain I've suffered, physical pain, emotional pain, or spiritual pain. In the midst of it all, you, Jesus, you, Lord, are present. Amen. I'd like to read today a psalm to you. It's quite a well-known psalm, and I think it might be appropriate for you today. I don't know. See how it connects with you. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. And even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I'm sorry, I forgot to move slide there. Yeah, just entering another time of silence. In the silence, I wait on you, Lord, knowing that you are near. In the silence, I wait on you, Lord, knowing that you deeply care. In the silence, I wait on you, Lord, knowing that I can trust in you. We're now going to read a passage from the Gospel of John, which is a passage where Jesus is actually about to go and visit his some close friends he's got, but one of them has recently died. We're having a bit of a problem here with one of the cameras, so I'm going to fix that, and my wife Mavis is just going to read this to you.
Now when Jesus came, he found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb 4 days. Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 2 miles off, and many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary to console them concerning their brother. So when Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went and met him, but Mary remained seated in the house. Martha said to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask from God, God will give you." Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." Martha said to him, "I know that he will rise again in the resurrection on the last day." Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die." "Do you believe this?" she said to him. "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who is coming into the world." When she had said this, she went and called her sister Mary, saying in private, "The teacher is here and is calling for you." And when she heard it, she rose quickly and went to him. Now Jesus had not yet come into the village, but was still in the place where Martha had met him. When the Jews who were with her in the house consoling her saw Mary rise quickly and go out, they followed her, supposing that she was going to the tomb to weep there. Now when Mary came to where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet, saying to him, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in his spirit and greatly troubled. And he said, "Where have you laid him?" They said to him, "Lord, come and see." Jesus wept. So the Jews said, "See how he loved him." But some of them said, "Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man also have kept this man from dying?"
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mavis, for stepping in. So I just want to reflect on that for a moment with you. I'm just going to show you the last slide again as well. And I just wanted to, what really stood out to me when I read this passage today for the first time is that when Jesus meets here, first of all, his closest friends, Lazarus, Martha, and Mary. And Lazarus has died, and Jesus has been asked to come and arrives after Lazarus has been buried already. And the things that really stand out here for me is that Jesus clearly believes in life after death. He is sad, but he is not without hope. He sees beyond the immediateness of death. And we didn't read on, but in this situation, Jesus even raises Lazarus to life again. And the second thing is, and I think that's really important as well, is that Jesus, and we see in Jesus something of God, is really involved. He is really, really compassionate. If you just look at this passage again, it says, he was deeply moved in his spirit and greatly troubled. And here you also find the shortest Bible verse of the Bible. It simply says, Jesus wept. The reason I say I think this is really significant is that I read the other day of someone who has been involved in the counseling of people in lots of traumatic situations all over the world. He was saying that what is happening right now is very similar to the situations he's encountered around the world. But there is one difference. He says we don't see a lot of grieving. And that's also just practically impossible because it's really difficult. Funerals are very limited. We can't easily meet. So the grieving is really hidden, and it is hard for people to grieve at a time like this. Yet we do need to allow ourselves to express how we feel. This Bible passage suggests that you're not on your own when you grieve. Whether you realize it or not, you'll find Jesus is beside you and he is weeping with you. And he is stronger than death. He sees beyond what is happening now, but at the same time, he is really there with you in the present, in your grief. Jesus wept. Normally I do this kind of reflection side in an interactive way. But yeah, today I just felt I needed to share this with you. And if you have any comments or yeah, please let them know on the live stream. We are now going to move into a time of prayer, and we'll be lighting a new candle for someone. Hold on, I just see that we are having the we'll be light normally and we'll be lighting a new candle for someone. We normally also pray for specific issues in the local area, but we'll do this next time when we meet again, which is on Wednesday evening. And we're going to listen now first to Graham Wright. He's a local musician, and he is playing a song for us. It's a song from Taizé, a monastic community in France, and it's called "O Lord, Hear My Prayer." You can just let the music wash over you, or you can hum along if you like, or sing along. Just do whatever you find most helpful, whatever you prefer.
O song, the Lord is my praise. All my hope comes from God. The Lord is my song, the Lord is my praise. God, the wellspring of life. O Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. When I call, answer me. O Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me.
So we now move to a time where we pray for different things, and we've received a prayer request for this for someone whose grandfather died during this pandemic and was buried today. And she requested us to pray for her family and light a candle for her grandfather. And so we'll start by doing that. Father God, we thank you for his life. May his soul, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. And God of love and mercy, embrace all those whose hearts today overflow with grief, unanswered questions, and such a sense of loss. Grant them space to express their tears. Hold them close through the coming days. Amen. If you'd like to join me, you can, or you can just listen to the following prayers. Faithful God, I pray for those who I love but cannot meet, the friends I need but cannot meet, the family who need me but who cannot meet me, the community I belong to who cannot meet me. To be seen, to be heard, to be held. These are my lacks, Lord. These are my gaps. These are my scarcities, Lord. These are my absences. Creator God, I hold before you those who I cannot see, hear, or hold. Draw near to them, see them, hear them, hold them, Let them know something of your presence, Lord. And draw near to me, see me, hear me, hold me. Let me know something of your presence, Lord. Amen. And then we've come already to the end of our evening prayers, and I'd like to share a blessing with you. It's an Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen. Well, good night for now, and we'll be back on Wednesday evening for another live stream prayer time. I look forward to seeing you then. And in the meantime, feel always free, of course, to contact us through coronaprayers.org.uk or like our Facebook page, Corona Prayers Rydale. And see you on Wednesday.